It's November 1st. Happy All Souls Day. And today is the day after Samhain and the day after Halloween and the day that I like to just sit down and relax and have a little bit of quiet time with my ancestors. Now that all the celebrations and the parties and the masks and the candy are done with, and all of the coven celebrations and the Feast of the Dead are all behind me, I sit down and have a little bit of quiet time with those beloved dead who I honor. Of course, they are the reason for the season after all. So here I have set up my chair, their chair, and a little table with a sketchbook, some tissues, some water, pencils, and of course a chair for them. In it, I bring them offerings, and today I brought them some fresh Italian bread and candy, and a little bit of bourbon. And while it's a good idea to bring your ancestors things that they like to eat, some of their favorite foods, it's not always feasible, you don't always have time, but you always bring something. You don't invite Grandma over and not offer her cookies. She would never do the same to you. I have also my broom, which I use to clean out the space before inviting my beloved dead in, before lighting up my candles. Again, you don't invite Grandma to a dirty house unless you want her to yell at you. I don't. It's disrespectful. So here on my altar of the dead, I have photos, memoirs, Wikipedia articles, a card from my grandmother's funeral, a whole box of trinkets and jewelry and treasures and more photos. I have a CD, which was from a band of one of the people who I honor here on my altar. A little bottle of Slivovitz, which is an offering for one of my specific beloved dead who really enjoys it. I have a Samhain incense blend here that I like to burn. I have a skull that I found while I was out hiking, and I like to keep that here along with a few bones. Nice reminders of our own mortality. And of course I have the antlers, which are my representation of the Horned One, who guides souls onward to the next life and ushers in new life. I also keep here an obsidian scrying ball. Sometimes if my ancestors have something to show me, I'll sit down and gaze into that and see what they have to tell me, if they have anything important to share. A little handmade clay skull. So I like to take a little bit of time to reflect upon my ancestors and to listen to them, to thank them, and to be close to them, because love transcends death. Their love for us and our love for them carries on despite the fact that they no longer have physical form. And it's important to do so. It's important to give them honor because they created the world that we live in. Generation after generation after generation before us, they fought and they won. They survived wars, political upheaval, famine, plagues, the perils of childbirth, all sorts of hardships in many times and places that were much harder than the one that we live in today. They survived, they fought, they won. They were able to have children who were able to have children to pass along life. The life that we have comes from them. It comes from their courage, their strength, their tenacity, their intelligence, and their ability to survive. Because we are alive today, we have their strength in our blood. We have their power. We have their wisdom, all available to us if we just sit back and listen and honor them. Blessed be my ancestors, my beloved dead, those who opened the way for life to continue on.